The Dancer, an erotic murder mystery. The Dancer is an erotic tale of the life and death of a celebrity stripper who lived a fast-paced, high-priced, balled-out life that ended in murder. Before we get into the story, let's talk about the victim and the suspects. First up, Miss Leah Skye Jackson, our victim. A 26-year-old celebrity exotic dancer from Detroit, Michigan, who now resides in the City of Sin, Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, Leah's stage name was Skye, and that was Skye. Skye was the hottest dancer in the game right now. Her name alone has landed in a number of famous hip-hop lyrics, music videos, and on the to-do list of a number of wealthy men. This chick was living the fast-paced, high-priced life of a celebrity stripper. Her passport had more stamps on it than a woman on welfare with 6 kids. Skye brings in more than 6 figures a month dancing. Add that up with her social media paid promotions, plus she has her own brand of lingerie, dance, stiletto, makeup, and body oils. Ooh, this girl was making money, honey. Needless to say, Skye was living the good life. She had so much, yet she was missing love. The one thing she really wanted deep down inside, all Skye wanted was to find the one. She's secretly obsessed about being swept off her feet by some wealthy man who would love her and love to take care of her even more. Unfortunately, on this journey to find love and wealth, Skye learned that everything that glitters is not gold. It's my job to tell you what happened to her, but it's your job to figure out who killed Skye. Now it is time to talk about the suspects. First up on our list is Bryson Jones, a huge Hollywood mega superstar. Everyone knew that Bryson loved the ladies, and most of the time he had a pop star, movie star, or a model on his arm. That was until he met Skye. Bryson had a thing for Skye that was uncontrollable. Every weekend he would fly to Vegas just to see her dance and drop thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars right on her lap. Bryson's fame and fortune were like a magnet to Skye, and the fact that he treated her like a queen made her fall for him just as much as he seemed to be falling for her. She wanted him to be the one, so bad that she was ready and willing to give up the empire she had made for herself just for the chance to be his wife. Listen here, it was Skye's mission to make him love her, and she didn't hold back anything. Skye dived into that relationship with dollar signs in her heart, but she ended up falling in love first, with the hopes that he felt the same for her. Things were going great. The whole relationship seemed like it was Pretty Woman-ish. If you saw the movie, you know what I mean. But things flipped, and they flipped quick when the gossip magazines found out about their relationship, and that's when shit hit the fan. The megastar was the laughing stock of the industry when a nightcap magazine broke the story to the world, and they found out he was courting a stripper who has had her share of the rich and famous, might I add. Bryson had to make a choice between his career and his woman, as the blogs and the memes were eating away at his stature and his pride. You see, Skye didn't expect the news of their relationship to be such a big deal, but it was a possible game changer for Bryson's career. Once it hit social media, everything changed. His life's work was at stake, and so was his pride. Two things which clearly gives Bryson motive for murder. Will he do anything to keep her from spilling the beans about their relationship and losing out on possible Oscar-worthy roles? The question is, does she really know this man? Did he love her the way she loved him? Will he end up loving her for life or taking her life to save his career? Next on the suspect list, we have Bryson's best friend, Miguel Martinez, an all-star pro baseball player who is fine as hell. Miguel always took what he wanted, and he didn't care who he had to stab in the back to take it. His reputation preceded him in the world of the rich and famous. Not only was he filthy rich, he was just flat out filthy. His reputation was so bad that his nickname became Mr. Steal Your Girl, aka Chris Breezy for Sheezy. Men would keep their women as far away as they could from Miguel. He only dated supermodels, superstars, and super anything. Miguel refused to date video girls or strippers though, because he thought he was too good for them. They were beneath his quote-unquote pay scale, is what he would say about them. But of course, all that changed as soon as he laid those sexy green eyes on the drug that we call Skye. The first night he met her, he wanted to take her from Bryson, but he just didn't know how to go about doing that, seeing that Bryson was his best friend. He found himself in a moral dilemma, thinking things a best friend should never think about his best friend's girl. He was already addicted to her, and he hadn't even had the chance to sample the drug called Skye. Miguel knew he shouldn't go after her, but he was thinking with his other head. And you know, that can get a man into all kinds of trouble. His attempts to pursue her fell flat, and she pretty much shut him down without an inkling of hope. And Miguel was not happy. This man did not like being rejected. It angered him. Not only did it anger him, it infuriated him that a stripper would reject him, Miguel Martinez, an all-pro, filthy rich, super fine baseball player. Being rejected by a stripper, he couldn't have that. So he went harder and harder just to prove that he could take her from Bryson. As she continued to turn him down, he continued to get angry. Now, the question is, will he take her from Bryson, or will he kill her because he can't have her? Moving on, let's not forget Corey Jones, our next suspect. Corey is Bryson's older brother. As a child, he made a name for himself in the industry, but like a lot of other child stars, he lost his shine and was washed up and broke by the time he turned 21. The acting job stopped coming and the bank account went dry. Outside of a few straight-to-DVD movies, he pretty much rides on Bryson's name, coattails, and money in the world of Hollywood. Now, Corey was notorious for running off women that seemed to get too close to Bryson and his brother's money. He knew that if Bryson decided to settle down, that would put the brakes on the lifestyle he has become accustomed to. Without Bryson's money, he would not be able to enjoy Coachella as a VIP or sit sidelines during the Lakers games, watching King James close it up. There would be no more rubbing elbows with Hollywood's elite, and definitely not any more vacations on the yacht in Mykonos. There would be no more shopping sprees, and sadly, there would be no more overflow pussy falling into his lap. Corey needed his little brother to stay single and ready to turn up at any given time. Corey couldn't afford for some money-hungry trick to come in and mess up his unlimited cash flow. This was the last thing he needed because Bryson had promised him a comeback role in his next movie. So he needed his brother to stay focused on his career and not some hoe. Corey was not thrilled when he started to notice his brother getting a little too close to Skye. All he could see is a gold-digging bitch that was trying to come between him and his brother's money. And that gives him a great motive for murder. Will he finally decide to let his brother get close to a woman? Or will he kill to keep all his brother's money to himself? You know what they say, never come between a man and his money, honey. Last but certainly not least, we have Val Tyler. Val is Skye's longtime friend and manager. Back in the day, she used to be a dancer as well, but she made millions managing Skye. As a matter of fact, Val is the one who showed Skye the dancing game for the first time. You see, Val and Skye were sweet mates back at Wayne State University in Detroit. One day, Skye noticed Val pulling up in the parking lot in a brand new Lexus coupe. That car was shining more than a chick with too much lip gloss on. And the leather interior was black on black on black, with black on black rims, of course. Skye could not understand how a girl in college could afford a car and look as fly as Val did every single day. So she sucked it up and asked her, "What is it that you do that you can afford this car, those clothes, and all that money and still go to school?" Val simply told her she was a stripper. And then she asked Skye if she wanted to go check out the bar. Skye said yes, and they went out to the bar that night. As soon as they walked in the club, every man there wanted Val's attention. Skye was fascinated by all the money she saw that night and how powerless those men seemed to be, for the right girl, of course. Skye was addicted. The next day, she went to Val and told her she wanted in on the dance game, and the rest was history. Val's dancing career was also history because Leah, aka Skye, took over, and she took over fast. She shot to the top like a rocket on the 4th of July, and nobody was taking her down. Skye asked Val to be her manager, since that was a part of her major in college, and they took the adult entertainment game by storm. Soon after that, Skye received an offer to move to Vegas to headline at a top-notch gentleman's club, aka a stripper residency in Vegas. So Val packed up and moved to Vegas with Skye. Everything seemed smooth on the outside, but secretly, Val hated Skye all these years because she felt like Leah stole her life, her fame, her fortune, and her shine. Will Val be satisfied with being in the background, or will jealousy make her kill? You know what they say about a woman scorned. Now that I have told you a little bit about the beautiful victim, Skye, and the shady suspects, Bryson, Miguel, Corey, and Val, let's talk about the night it all went down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode. Please make sure you tune in for next week's episode of The Dancer, an erotic murder mystery. The life and death of a celebrity stripper. And will you be able to guess who killed Skye?